Good evening. A Brantford man convicted of serious hate crimes toward the Jewish community, police, and politicians will spend no more time in jail. Leslie Borey served just under 2 years, and this week a judge decided that was enough. CTV's Jeff Pickel is here with more. And Jeff, Jewish advocacy groups not pleased with the justice system in this case.
Well, Tony, the crimes Borey was convicted of are disturbing, including advocating for genocide, the willful promotion of hate, and uttering threats. These Jewish groups say Borey laid out a blueprint to terrorize their community and that 2 years is not enough. Seen here in YouTube videos from his failed political runs in the Brantford community, Leslie Borey was convicted earlier this year of advocating genocide, willfully promoting hate, and 2 counts of uttering threats. Court heard that Borey, through various social media channels, spread hateful and violent messages targeting the Jewish community along with police and politicians.
We're talking about an individual here who laid out over long periods of time a blueprint for committing acts of mass violence and genocide towards a minority group here in Canada.
Jewish human rights group, the Friends of Simon Wiesenthal Center, filed the initial complaint about Borey to Brantford police.
We made to police because we were concerned about the violent nature of this man's rhetoric.
The court heard in his video and podcast that Borey fantasized about going on a safari to mass murder Jews, police, and politicians. He tried to build an army, had weapons, and spread the message as far as possible, and that Borey did not just talk to his friends, he tried every possible means to spread his message. Kirsner Roberts says Borey's actions, although just words, represent a clear danger.
All acts of violence, whether we're talking about an assault on the street or an example of a genocide, start with words. They start with words, and then they escalate to plans.
The Crown was seeking a total of 7 years behind bars, including the maximum of 5 years for advocating genocide. In his sentence, Judge James Ramsey told the court every Canadian is a victim from Borey's actions and that a poison has been injected into our public discourse. But the judge found that 2 years of time served is in line with legal precedent.
I would say that this case is really indicative of a failure of our justice system more broadly to hold hate criminals accountable.
While thankful for the actions of police and prosecutors, they say the sentence does not do enough to deter and denounce these kind of crimes.
Individuals like Mr. Borey involved in very, very dangerous activities are getting away with a slap on the wrist.
She says that this case should be a wake-up call to lawmakers.
In this moment of dramatically rising hate crime, especially targeting the Jewish community, that the justice system step up and make it clear that Jewish Canadians and all Canadians have a right to live their life without being targeted.
Now, although Borey was only in jail for 23 months, the court credits him with closer to 36 months due to time served pre-trial. Also, jail conditions are taken into account with the court, and the court acknowledging that Borey had a very rough time behind bars, being assaulted on a number of occasions and often triple bunked with other inmates.